Hello guys, welcome back after a short break. Hope you all are doing great. So it's currently fall season here in US, and I thought I had not done a list of fragrances like a top 10 list in a while. So I'll be giving recommendations for the top 10 fall fragrances from my collection. So in this list we have 5 niche fragrances, 2 designers, and I think 3 clone fragrances. So let's get into the list. Number 10. This is a designer fragrance and it's a very likable fragrance from Pacco Rabanne. And this is one of my favorite flankers from the 1 million line, 1 million Royal. So actually, I was a big fan of the 1 million Elixir. Before the OG 1 million, that was my scent for a long time. And then I fell in love with the 1 million Elixir. And right now, my favorite is the 1 million Royal. This tones down the sweetness in the Elixir and add some more of like ambery and woody nuances. So this is less sweet and more like you get some kind of a chocolatey vibe, and it's very wearable and very likable. You'll get a lot of compliments wearing this fragrance. Performance is also good, although not a beast mode fragrance, but still it's my favorite from the 1 million flankers. This and Elixir, and I think this fragrance will make a good fragrance for the fall season. It's a good choice. If you haven't tried it, just try out the 1 million Royal. And number 9, and this fragrance is an inspiration of the popular fragrance from Perfumes de Marly. I'm talking about none other than Altair. And this fragrance is one of my best vanilla fragrance that I gravitate when it is cool weather banger. This is Liquid Brun. So I think many of you guys have already purchased this fragrance. This is cheap and it's even better than Perfumes de Marly Altair. And I have got insane compliments wearing this fragrance. The spicy vanilla and with insane performance. That's Liquid Brun. And scent wise, if you compare, it's like more than 90% similar to Altair. That will cost you maybe around $200 or so. So this you can get it dirt cheap for like $30. Such a great spicy vanilla scent. It's not your gourmandy over the top sweet vanilla fragrance. So, and I'm not a fan of, to be honest, I'm not a fan of the overly sweet vanilla fragrances. And this is the kind of vanilla that I prefer, because I hate a fragrance like Nishane Ani. I know there are many people who love Nishane Ani, but it's not my taste. So this is right up my alley. Liquid Brun from French Avenue. It's a solid clone fragrance. And number 8 is a new fragrance in my collection, and it's the flanker of one of the popular inspirations of Creed Aventus Absolute, that is 9 p.m. Rebel. And this came as the latest one from the 9 p.m. line. This is the Elixir version, and this fragrance is like a spicier version of you can say fragrance like Jean Paul Gaultier Limel Elixir, and people were comparing this to the Elixir Absolute, but honestly I don't get much similarity with the Limel Elixir Absolute, because that has a fruity plum note. Imagine Limel Elixir with a fruity plum note, but this one is like more spicier version of Ultra Mild. So this has the OG 9 p.m. DNA made very spicy. So you have to like spicy fragrances, and the spicy fragrance comes out beautifully in the dry down. In the opening, this is very sweet. So if you like fragrance like Hugo Boss the scent Elixir, this is a kind of fragrance that you have to check out, and this is perfect for the fall season. Even the bottle design is very cool, and the color brown goes well with the fall season. So whenever I wear something like dark colored shirts like brown shirts, I just pick out 9 p.m. Elixir. This is an amazing scent, and the performance is also really good, just like 9 p.m. Rebel that has an insane performance. So this is a solid fragrance for the fall season. Number 7 is also a new fragrance, and it's a fragrance line that is slept on. Not much people talk about this fragrance line from Givenchy. I'm talking about the Society, and my pick would be the Society Extreme. I know that the latest one, Ambre, is getting a lot of hype, and I have smelled that fragrance and it's really good, and it kind of smells like more of a niche fragrance. But I feel this is more like my taste, I prefer this slightly over the Ambre. And the price of this fragrance is really good right now at discounters. I think I only paid like 65 bucks for the Society Extreme. So it's a great fragrance. It smells like a niche fragrance to me. This doesn't smell like your ordinary designer fragrance. For example, the kind of fragrance that is being released by Pacco Rabanne or Jean Paul Gaultier. When comparing to that line of fragrances, this fragrance you will stand out wearing this. But the only problem I have with this Givenchy fragrances in general, even Guerlain fragrances, is their performance. They don't project too much of your skin. It's like more intimate scent. This would work best for date nights and even very formal kind of a setting, because this is like a perfect suit and tie kind of a fragrance. It's very elegant smelling but mysterious. It's like it has notes of coffee, vetiver, sandalwood. The coffee note used in this fragrance is called like iced coffee. It has that kind of a cooling coffee kind of a fragrance. Nice sandalwood is there, vetiver is there, the coffee note is there. So if you can imagine like a niche version of some of the basic coffee fragrances, that would be the Society Extreme. This is a really good fragrance and one of the best designer fragrance that I had put my nose on recently. If this had a beast mode or even like a strong performance, this would have been like much higher in the rankings. But it's a solid designer fragrance, because there aren't much designer fragrance that can impress me at a point in my fragrance journey where I am right now. It's very hard for a designer fragrance to impress me. So this one really stands out from the rest of the designer fragrances. So this one and Ambre, both are amazing. So my pick would be the Society Extreme. It's a great fragrance, especially for the fall season. Coming to number 6. Yeah. So this fragrance, I have like done shots of this fragrance because I really loved the way it smelled. And this is like a fruitier version of the ever popular Kilian's Angel Share. And this is nothing but Royal Blend Sequoia. So the original version of this fragrance is really expensive. I mean, the pricing is crazy. The 50 ml goes for like maybe around close to $300 range. But this one, you can get the same experience. Even the opening, you won't be able to differentiate between this and the OG. That's how close they are. Man, the raspberry twist they have added to the Angel Share makes it even more sexy. To be honest, I prefer this clone more than the OG Angel Share. Insane quality for the price. Just like I think I paid around like 40 bucks if I'm not wrong. But for 40 bucks, they have like captured the essence of a $300 fragrance. The raspberry and cognac with the Angel Share backbone. This is a chef's kiss. Amazing fragrance, guys. So for the price, you should definitely check out Royal Blend Sequoia, and there is one more from another brand called Rayhan's Valhalla. Both are like similar. So for me, I personally prefer the bottle of Royal Blend Sequoia. This with Angel Share will look great on your shelf. So bottle presentation, amazing. Look at that design they have given on the glass. It's like a whiskey kind of a whiskey bottle or something. Amazing scent, guys. The raspberry used is really amazing. Raspberry with cognac, great work, and that too for that price. Now the top 5 is all niche fragrances, and number 5, this is my all-time favorite amber fragrance. I know that people are crazy about the Clive Christian's blonde amber, but to me, Ambre Sultan from Serge Lutens. This is the best amber fragrance ever in my collection, and from what I have smelled. Guys, if you don't have this fragrance in your collection, what are you doing? Get this. Even the 50 ml, I think I paid like around $60 or something. And you know the blonde amber, the pricing, $300, insane. And I don't even find it that good. It's good, but it's not worth that much hype or the craze that fragrance is getting. This is even better than blonde amber. And some people like compare it to the kitchen cabinet. I get that because it's very spicy in the opening. So you get that the kitchen cabinet kind of a comparison. but the artistry gone behind this fragrance, it's classic. This is a classic fragrance. Every fragrance collector should have it in your collection. The best amber fragrance you can buy, Ambre Sultan. The spicy amber, I prefer this over fragrances like MFK's Grand Soir, because I don't know why people are going crazy over Grand Soir. To be honest, for a niche fragrance, it is it's very wearable. It's very basic. That's what I feel. But much character, more than Grand Soir, you will find in Ambre Sultan. This is my kind of a taste. For people who are like venturing into niche from designers, they can maybe get Grand Soir as their entry into the amber fragrance. But this is miles ahead of Grand Soir. That is number 5. Okay, number 4. This is also a lesser known brand. I mean, these brands are not famous in India, maybe because of the availability. And I see that there are certain brands in US that are not at all popular in India, and there are brands that people go crazy in India that are not at all popular in US. So all these I came to know after I shifted from India to US. I see that in India mostly people for in niche means mostly Perfumes de Marly, Amouage, and all those kinds of brands. But in US there are lot of brands that are mainly like made in US. For example, Sense of Wood, Argos, then City Rhythm. So people are going crazy for these kind of brands in US. So that's the difference I observed in India and US. So this is from the brand of Argos, and it's none other than Sacred Flame. Look at this bottle presentation. And this brand, they make amazing fragrances. Like each fragrance of this brand is like, the presentation is amazing. Like this is kind of representing the Greek god Prometheus. Wow, amazing fragrance, guys. For the fall season, this is my pick from Argos in general. The most popular one from their brand is Triumph of Bacchus, and that's like a tobacco fragrance. It's comparable to Mancera's Red Tobacco, but this is unique. This has beautiful note of peach. There are a lot of notes in this fragrance. For a reference, I can give you Roja's Enigma. Enigma, that is one of my favorite fragrance. So you get a hint of Enigma, but there is not, I don't think there is any tobacco in this fragrance. It's very hard to describe. It's very smooth, it's spicy. It's something else. I haven't smelled this kind of a fragrance in my life. Sacred Flame from Argos. If you have access to Argos, you should check this out. It's highly recommended from my side. And for fall season, it's fantastic. Okay, so now coming to the top 3. The third one is a new fragrance. I was blown away by the quality and the price. I think I paid only like 120, max 120 for a 100 ml bottle. This is from the brand Plume Impressions, and the fragrance is called Royal Bourbon. So you know I'm a sucker for boozy fragrances. The notes in this fragrance, all the notes, that's the kind of notes I look for in a fragrance. This has spicy notes, tobacco, vanilla, cinnamon, ginger. This is for me Christmas in a bottle. When I think of Christmas, this fragrance, that's it. You can compare it to Angel Share. I mean the kind of scent profile, but smells totally different. It's like sweet. It has a nice, I think, a caramel or truffle or something of that kind of a note, a little bit of chocolatey note. So imagine that with bit of a tobacco. Although tobacco is listed here, it's not in your face. It's like very faint in the background. The main star is cinnamon. In the opening, you get a strong cinnamon, and then it fades to like a gourmand fragrance with booze. It has a beautiful note of rum, tobacco, vanilla, sandalwood, vetiver, vanilla. There are a lot of notes in this fragrance. Amazing fragrance, and this is one of my best pickups considering the price. There's a logo of the brand here, Plume. Fantastic presentation and fantastic price. Man, the smell is amazing. So if you want a budget niche fragrance, you know, even the designer fragrance costs like $150 right now. And for the budget, nothing comes close to this. For example, if you can compare like Spice Bomb Extreme, I mean in the designer category, and Tobacco Vanille, Tom Ford. So if you are planning to buy a fragrance like Tobacco Vanille, just get this. You won't be disappointed. It's an amazing fragrance and one of my highly recommended. So coming to number 2. So this fragrance has won the Fragrance Foundation Awards, and it's from the brand Sense of Wood. So this is also not a popular brand in India, and I think it's very hard to find this fragrance in India also. And my pick would be the Plum in Cognac. And what I love about this fragrance brand, first of all, is their like the concept. They age their fragrances in oak barrels, and this fragrance is more woody than sweet. So man, so if you want something less sweet, more boozy, more woody, this is one of my favorite woody fragrance. I don't see this fragrance as like a fruity fragrance because plum is there, but it's like beautifully blended with the woody notes. It's like woody, fruity, boozy kind of a fragrance. But since the fragrance oils, they are aged in the barrels, so that's the main concept that goes into all the fragrances of Sense of Wood. So there are a lot of fragrances like oud in bourbon, apricot in cognac, bread in chestnut. There are a lot of fragrances, and the presentation, see this presentation. I haven't seen any niche fragrance with this kind of a presentation. Either it can represent a heart or like the bark of a tree. Amazing fragrance, guys, and it will look great in your collection. This is one of my recent discoveries and one of my favorite fragrance from the brand Sense of Wood. So check it out if you have access to Sense of Wood. I'm not sure who if anyone is distributing this fragrance in India, but this is a solid recommendation from my side. For the fall season, amazing. If you're tired of all the sickly sweet gourmands, this is the one you should try. And the number 1 fragrance will come as no surprise because it's my all-time favorite fragrance. It's my fragrance that I want to be associated with. And many people might be knowing this already. None other than Purpose 50. I don't want to say anything more about this fragrance. I had spoken a lot. This is my fragrance for life from the brand Amouage. I have tried all the fragrances from Amouage, but nothing comes close to Purpose 50 because I resonate with this fragrance. It is green, it is incensey, it is woody, and the master perfumer Quentin Bish, his main note is Akigala wood. So Akigala wood, there is incense, there is all the Middle Eastern notes. This represents Oman in a bottle. And there are people who are fan of Amouage Jubilation, Interlude, lot of other fragrance. But after smelling this, all other Amouage fragrances took a backseat for me. This one and Royal Tobacco. That's one other fragrance that's my favorite, that I wear it for the winter season, but Purpose 50 is perfect for the fall season. And the sandalwood, that is another beautiful note used in this fragrance, and people compare this to Santal 33 from Le Labo, but this one knocks it out of the water. This is the best niche fragrance. If you want to buy one niche fragrance, but the problem is the price point. It's very expensive, maybe like more than I think the retail is like 500 something, but I paid only half. Still, if you want one niche fragrance, I would suggest get Amouage Purpose 50. And many people have written to me in emails, in messages, that they were thanking me because through me they discovered this fragrance and they were like blown away with this fragrance. So there are many subscribers of mine who have thanked me for promoting this fragrance. This is my fragrance. This is me in a bottle. This is my signature fragrance from Amouage, and my signature fragrance in general. This is my favorite one. So that's it, guys. I think the video is too long. I don't know if you have the patience to watch a long video like this, and it's been a while since I had made a video. So do let me know what are your favorite fall fragrances, and yeah, that's it. Let me know in your comments what are your favorites and what do you think about the fragrances that I have like mentioned in this video. Have you tried it? Is there any of the fragrance your favorites? Do let me know in the comments. So that's it, guys. Wish you a wonderful day. I'll be back with another video. Thank you.